Hello everyone. Hi Rebecca and hi Rachel. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name's Emma Hobson and I work for Task, helping them with their technical and online support. And I'm joined here today by Rebecca and Rachel, like I just said, and they're students of Task. Are you currently students or are you graduates?
I am currently in the diploma program.
Okay, great. And Rachel?
And I'm on the practitioner course.
Okay, so you're both still students. Okay, great. So so we're joined here by current students, and I was going to ask a few questions, see how they feel about Task and studying with Task. So I'll get over to you, and you can introduce yourselves. And let us know your name, where you are in the world, and what you're studying.
Fantastic. Well, I'll start, Emma. My name is Rebecca Winter, and as I mentioned, I am currently in the diploma course, and I am based in Leiden, Netherlands, and so that's where I practice. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
And I'm Rachel Wall. I'm currently on the practitioner course. And I'm based in a clinic over in Bourne End in Berkshire, so here in the UK.
Okay, great. Wow. Okay, so I'm wondering what drew you to study with the Academy of Systematic Kinesiology rather than some of the other schools out there? Was there anything in particular that drew you to Task?
Emma, for me, so I had a very practical reason first for seeking to study in the UK. I'm not a native Dutch speaker, although I live in the Netherlands, and my Dutch wasn't quite good enough, as well as the fact that the popular styles of kinesiology in the Netherlands are not styles that interest me, really. So I went looking for a school in the UK, and I came across Clare's school. And I attended a taster, and quite honestly, I absolutely loved Clare's presentation, and I loved her. She was a warm-hearted person. She spoke to me immediately. She seemed like the kind of person I would want to learn from, and so that was really fundamental to me, is who would I be learning from?
Yeah.
And then I spent some time with her content, reviewing the style of kinesiology, and also just really resonated with me. So systematic kinesiology. So I decided to pursue the foundation course with her. So that's how I began.
Oh, great. Thank you. And Rachel?
Well, for myself, because I initially trained as a McTimoney chiropractor. The very last lecture before I graduated was actually with a kinesiologist, and I was blown away by kinesiology, and I thought, I've spent all these years training as a chiropractor and this looks like it, really. Because I just love that perspective of asking the body rather than being the one to intellectualize things and make an assessment from there. But when I was first in practice, you work with a mentor and there's lots of additional training. And over the years, I looked at other forms of kinesiology because some of them look very structural. And it was actually, for me, I was talking to somebody they graduated last year on the practitioner course.
Yeah.
And I had a digestive problem myself. I loved everything that they were saying when they were describing about systematic kinesiology and how it worked. So I actually went and had a session with them. And then after that first session, I thought, I think this is what I've been looking for. And after the second session, because I had immediate improvements with the treatment, I went onto the Systematic Kinesiology website, and of course the foundation course was happening three weeks later, and that was the start of my journey.
Wow, goodness. And did any of you have any hesitations? Was there anything that you thought, or concerns about studying kinesiology in general or with Task in general? Was there anything?
For me, yeah, because I'm not a chiropractor as Rachel, and so it represented really a domain change in my career, and I thought, am I too old to do this? Is it, you know, what would it mean to start my own business and to make a change like this? So I did have some initial concerns. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you, Rachel, did you have any concerns, or were you just very sure?
No, I tend to be kind of person that just goes into things. I particularly feel right. So for me, I asked a lot of questions to the practitioner that was treating me about the training and how it works.
Right.
And rather than, at first, it was just knowing, am I going to be able to fit the training in? So particularly because I'm already working in clinic full time.
Yeah.
And the way that my diary books, it's knowing that I was going to be able to fit the training in and around that. So there are some adjustments that I've made, but just knowing how fantastic systematic kinesiology is and how it's going to benefit my patients in the future, then those are changes that are worth making. So
yeah. Is there any like standout points on the actual training and on the course where that you liked best? You know, is there anything that stands out for you during the training, or that you're training now? I mean, you're still training now, so that you just love, like you're just like, oh, I love this bit, or I love this bit about it, or anything.
Emma, I love every second I spend in Claire's classes. I could be exhausted from work or from other things in life, and going to a task class is like, it's just like this breath of fresh air. I sit all day long in class, just, you know, amazed and happy and feeling so lucky that we have access to this information. Even if I didn't practice kinesiology a day in my life, which I do, but even if I didn't, I'd be so grateful for this information. I'd be grateful to pass it on to my daughter. Just, you know, it's so cool. So I can't even think of, is there one thing that I love the most? I just find it fascinating and amazing. Going back to Claire, again, her approach to how she teaches, her approach to her students, her generosity with information really makes it wonderful, I think. So I wouldn't prioritize any pieces of the information, but I really like how she does her classes, right? And how she supports her students. The fact that she creates a community and answers questions and continues to work for people even after they've been in class, because it's scary to go out there and start to work and not necessarily have mentorship or the opportunity to continue to ask questions. And she has just taken care of that for all of us. It's amazing.
Oh, it's lovely to hear.
I think Rebecca said it all there, really. It is definitely, because Claire's knowledge is astounding. She's had 20+ years in practice, and you're learning from somebody that's out there and doing it. So none of the knowledge is theoretical. I think she's experienced everything, so she has the answers to the questions. And it's not just Claire; all of the tutors are fantastic, and I love the approach of the teaching because it encompasses all learning styles. It's always very practical, and it's just that way you learn something and then we go away and then we practice it immediately. So you're putting that knowledge into action straight away. So it really does help to integrate the learning that you're doing. And also, as Rebecca was saying, the online community is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. Don't experience that anywhere else with any other therapy that I do. And it's the fact that you can ask any questions that you like, and you're getting the benefit of Claire's very active in there and answering, so you're getting the benefit of her knowledge, but also other practitioners. And then you can learn by other people's questions as well, the things that you wouldn't know to ask or haven't come across yet. And the Q&A sessions as well. So as much as when you're in studying, you've got the opportunity to ask all of those questions and have them answered at the time when you really need them answered.
I mean, the community, it should be, that in of itself is such an amazing asset for students, and a reason to choose task above any other school.
It is amazing, yeah. I know, Rachel, you said you've benefited, like, because you had some health problems yourself. So I was wondering, what personal benefits you've had, if any. How has like learning kinesiology benefited you personally?
Me personally, well, learning it personally, how it's benefited me personally. Certainly from having the treatments, as I said, then that's definitely helped as far as my health, and that very much helps when you're seeing clients to be coming from a place of personally having experienced the benefits of kinesiology. You can walk the walk or walk the talk. Also being able to help friends and family as well has been fantastic. But I mean, the way things I've personally benefited are that my digestion works as it should do now.
And always handy.
Yeah, very, very good. And the weight loss that goes with it, so I can't complain about that. But just having overall generally better health, on all levels.
Yeah, thanks.
And I'll say for myself, I use kinesiology as my main way of taking care of myself by getting it, as Rachel said, and so regular balances, and I've done that for years, even far before task, and I find I found it to be an amazing way to be proactive and stay in balance and to identify things that an allopathic practice really might not. So it is my modality of choice. It's not the only thing that I do, but it's definitely my modality of choice. And then I use it with my daughter. And so lots of little proactive things, as well as, when something actually comes up for her. And even getting clues, to what's going on with you. I mean, for example, a couple weeks ago, I was getting dizzy spells, and I noticed I felt some pain between T1 and T3, and I was like, oh, I must need the blood pressure technique, right? Because I'm sore here. Sure enough, when I went to see my own kinesiology, that showed as priority. And I was like, I knew it, because you start to, understand the body, and you feel little pains or discomforts, and it leads you on a path, and you have a map that you didn't have before, and it increases your own natural intuition about what's going on with you. So I love that, right?
Yeah, that must feel quite empowering.
It's super empowering.
Yeah. Okay, so then just finally, then I mean, you've all said amazing. Your experiences with task and with kinesiology have been very positive and amazing. So just finally, I'm wondering, whether you'd recommend task. I'm guessing you would, because you've glowing reports.
In a heartbeat, and I have recommended it before. In a heartbeat. I think her program's wonderful. She's wonderful, and as Rachel said, all the tutors are wonderful. Her setup is wonderful. And it's delivered in a consumable, kind of convenient way for most people. She has weekend and weekday options, so you can do it while you're working. It's just, I think it's absolutely great.
Oh, thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And have you ever recommended it, Rachel, to friends and family?
Yes, and I would 100% recommend the course. Certainly to some of my patients, they're probably thinking, oh, she's talking about kinesiology. Because, I just absolutely love it. I enjoy the studying as well. There's never been a course I've been on where I actually enjoy doing
fun.
Yeah, it is. It's like, oh, I'm getting excited.
Go to task.
And to go back, I suppose, in part to your last question as well, as far as recommending the course, that as a therapist, the one thing that I absolutely love about the training is it brings together things in a bigger way. So when I'm seeing patients and perhaps things aren't improving, then looking at things from a kinesiology perspective, then that's helped to piece a lot of the puzzles together. Or things that are seemingly unrelated, back pain to the digestive system. And when patients are coming in with, say, IBS symptoms, that I'm able to see people and assess their health in a broader perspective. than I can just as a chiropractor doing chiropractic techniques.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then just the beauty of it being, you ask the body, your body or the client's body will let you know there and then, yes or no. But there's all the tools that you learn as well throughout the course, to be able to know which direction to work in as well. So yeah, 100%. I can see that in the future I'll be helping, and I am now, because I'm doing all my case studies and integrating parts of kinesiology into my chiropractic treatment. The bit that excites me is helping people and their health in a whole body way. So yeah, definitely that reason alone did the course.
Oh, well, it's been super lovely to chat with you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your time. We really appreciate it, and have a lovely rest of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Emma.
Okay, thank you. Bye for now.